what is this? Why rock can't compete with hip hop in 2017? Rock is dead, and no one told me? No one had the balls to tell me that rock and roll is dead. What am I even doing with myself? Rock, pop punk, all the other subgenres of rock, post-rock, post-hardcore, it's all dead, guys. And it can't compete. In 2016, they might as well just throw in the towel forever and let's just listen to hip hop and trap flavored everything. What's up, guys? John from Beyond ARTV. I've got a video today that's kind of in response to a popular article that's trending on Genius right now, or depending on when you're watching this video, I will link to the article in the description down below just so you can check it out for reference, as I will be kind of checking some of their facts here, I suppose, and just giving my opinion. I'm not necessarily saying that they're wrong, and obviously they're stating how they feel about things. It was originally Rap Genius, the website known for annotating lyrics, finding out more information about songs, and it of course evolved into actual Genius from there. There was Rock Genius, and then it just became Genius. So I definitely use them, respect them, but I kind of do have some counterpoints to the things that they had to say. Now, like I said, the title of this little article here, Why Rock Can't Compete with Hip Hop in 2017. Well, I do feel like they're a bit biased here, because I would say how I wish, I suppose, rap can't compete, or else a lot of hip-hop, I suppose I should say, can't compete with rock. But obviously there's cases on both sides of the fence. There's places where I feel like rock does it better, and there's places where I feel like hip-hop has more of a stronger voice in some regards. Now with hip-hop, what I will say, why is it taking on such a big persona? Why is it evolving more and becoming so much more powerful? Well, one, because it's become so much more acceptable in the past 10 to 20 years. Obviously, at first, it was looked down upon, frowned upon, just because of how we were as a society. And I think we kind of evolved past that, as we should have. And obviously, people's minds have opened a lot more. It's not just words on a mic or some dude just talking noises and making sounds over a beat. It's not like that at all. It's obviously people with something to say. And I do feel like rap kind of has, in some regards, at least mainstream stuff that we're hearing a lot of the time, kind of the whisper rap, the auto-tune rap, just the club banger trap influenced rap has become a watered down version of what hip hop was in the first place. And what hip hop was a statement against, I suppose, society in a way, and also just oppression in general. Speaking words and rapping to express yourself how you felt about something. And what a lot of mainstream rap just is at this point is bragging about stuff, talking about your drug of choice. Oh, I'm faded off a pill. Oh, I'm high off a joint. I could give a shit at this point. It's a lot of the same lyrical cliches about getting bitches, getting your hoes, getting everything together, partying, and just your lavish lifestyle in general. That's kind of like the 5 counterpoints of rap. I think that's how I would sum up a lot of it. But there are definitely other sides to it as well. Why is it dominating, though? It's because it's the most easily accessible, it's easy to produce, it's easy to assemble a beat or else throw some samples together, and I think from there it kind of takes on a life of its own. Like Genius said in their article here, you can really do anything with rap. So I get what they're coming from, but also at the same time, I don't think it's fair to say that rap is so much better or dominating, because I don't feel like it's doing that much to mix things up. I mean, there's definitely some very important political stuff that we're getting from not only this whole shit show with Trump, but just in the past, and even during the Bush administration, even some during the Obama administration, voicing frustrations with some things. We always get some really interesting stuff from the hip-hop rap community during these times. So I definitely embrace that. I definitely enjoy that regard of it. But at the same time, for every one important song that we'll get from the likes of Danny Brown or Run the Jewels or someone else of notoriety in the rap scene that I look up to a little bit more, maybe more so than your Ray Shrimmer or Migos. For every one of those really good songs that we get, I feel like we get 10 trap anthems about just nothing at all. It's like either trying to make a dance out of something or trying to do this. When on the other side of the fence, I do feel like with rock, sure, we've kind of run it into the ground in terms of what there is to talk about lyrically, but is it fair to say rock is dead just because there's only, I suppose, so much that you can do with an actual guitar or an actual drum kit instead of just making all of these random sounds? I, for one, would agree with someone that would say rock is not dead. I would say that it's definitely in a new stage. It's not in its commercial peak anymore, and it's not as commercially viable, but at the same time, I think that's a good thing because it will inspire innovation. It'll inspire bands and artists to get it together and put out something a little bit more top-notch, I feel like. And I really hope that 2017 is a year where we can incorporate more guitars, more actual instruments into even pop music, work its way into hip-hop as well. I love it whenever I hear guitars in hip-hop. Berserk by Eminem back in 2013 off of Marshall Mathers LP2. I went nuts for that song whenever it dropped because it reminded me of the Beastie Boys, who did it so well, fusing two genres together. And I just don't hear enough of that. Like Black Beatles by Ray Shrimmer, it was used in this article as kind of an example. They were just props, the instruments that they talked about and played in the music video for Black Beatles. And it's kind of almost like they're poking fun at it and saying, look, you know, we're going to be the next biggest thing, we're going to be the next Beatles, but at the same time, we don't actually have to do anything. That's just almost being proud of being talentless. I mean, the lyrics on that song are nothing. They're absolute garbage. It might sound fun, and in fact, I listed it as one of the best hit songs of 2016, but that doesn't mean I think it's just so fantastic. I think it's in one ear, out the other, entertainment, but it's not something that's going to be lingering 50 years from now like the Beatles music always will and will continue to live on in that regard. Level with us, John. How bad is it for rock? Is it gonna die? Are we gonna be doomed forever? No. Keep the faith, my friends. I think that there is more to come. I think that rock, like I said, it's in a transformative phase. I think things are very fluid right now and not exactly knowing what to do. Labels aren't really signing as many rock-oriented acts. But I have seen some rebirth and some taking on of older styles from some new rock bands that are just emerging, some new ones that I've searched up on Spotify and YouTube that really seem to be coming through with some cool styles that I could see transcending just the norm of a band coming together, putting out like one album and not really succeeding, and them parting ways with each other because, you know, rock's not doing so well, so they get into producing or something like that. If everybody gets into the same thing, music is going to be so boring. It's already all, like I noted earlier in a couple of my other videos, I think around the end of the year last year, I said if we keep doing hip-hop and trap influenced everything and even different styles as those genres progress, the music, it's already becoming the same thing. Why would I want to hear the same song 20 times? Or why would I want to hear every pop song with a rap feature on it? Or it all just coming through with trap production? I don't want to hear Katy Perry make Dark Horse 20 different times just because it's going to sell units or get streams on Spotify or sell her album if anybody's actually buying albums and not just listening to them on a streaming service anymore. The point I'm driving at is that we need diversity in music, and as this article noted, there has been a very diverse market over the past 20 years. Everything's been up in the air. We didn't exactly know where music could head, and right now it's headed in a very scary direction, I would say, just because it does not promote the idea of ingenuity. It just relies on other things. I think that sampling is a little bit out of hand at this point, especially some of the ones that just don't feel that creative. And whereas, like I said, I do feel like rock can be quite stagnant at times, I feel like there's plenty of songs that just kind of get stuck in the same old routine. The same could be said for any genre, and I don't think that anybody is necessarily doing it better than anyone else. I'm not here to say that rock is, just supreme compared to hip-hop and rap, or vice versa. I think that we're all on an equal playing field. I don't think we need to dismiss anyone, and I don't think rock is anywhere near to being dead. In fact, I would say that rock bands, indie bands, just pop punk, emo, everything like that, I would say that they have much more dedicated fans over time, unless they're like a really big rap group or something like that, or a really big rapper, I would say that fans of rock have much more dedicated fans rather than just some of the stuff that you hear on the radio. Like Chris Brown, I know that there's plenty of diehard fans, but at the same time, I couldn't see them defending someone in the way that like a 21 Pilots fan or a Foo Fighters fan would really get aggressive about how they feel about the music and stuff like that. With like people like that are taking over the radio right now, like sure, people like them this year, so people like Lil Yachty, people like Migos, people like whoever else is on the radio, but are they going to remember that 10 years from now? Are you really going to remember Bad and Bougie, or however the fuck you say it? I can't stand the song, heard it like once or twice. Are you really going to remember that like 10 years from now? I don't think so, but at the same time, I could be wrong. I still even feel like hip-hop 10 years ago, at least in the mainstream, was doing things a lot better than it is now. But there are plenty of underground, or I suppose lesser-known rappers that deserve a lot more attention, but just aren't getting the attention they deserve because a certain style of rap is really popular right now. So I think that everything in the world of music is kind of up in the air right now. I'm a little bit nervous, a little bit scared, like I said, but we will see where it all goes. My main point to take away from this, I don't think that rock is dead. I think it could use a little bit of a resurgence, but so could everything. Everybody kind of needs a shot in the arm. Please, let's step it up for 2017. I hope that things get a little bit better. What do you guys think about the current state of rock or even hip-hop music? Let me know in the comments section down below. This was just a little video I wanted to make for you guys. I do hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like on the video today. Subscribe to the channel because friends don't let friends go unsubscribe. If you'd like to see another video I did about rap, click here. Or another recent episode of 7 on Sunday, click right here. Social media linked in the description, and I'll see you very soon right here on Beyond ARTV.